This video is sponsored by Hero Forge. You know, you'd think after all this time I'd have more creative intros, but I'm kind of lazy. Well, doesn't matter, because let's talk about what happened last time, yeah? Sips fought a big bear. Arena liberated Kylandria. Wizardly unlocked fast travel. Thank God! Arena had an interesting talk with Bucket, set out to find her mom, and was accompanied by... Sneeze. Sips then traveled to an orc werewolf hunting village. Quaint. Found a cabin. Did some wild magic. I'm just gonna put a chair in front of that. And then was introduced to Vicky, a small orc girl, who he promptly kicked out. Gothy traveled to Alchemist Quarry to continue with Jack's quest, and found out she was missing a crystal for it. At which Sips then finally got to talk to a clothed Xanu, and asked him a bunch of questions where he only answered the one. What do you want? What do I want? What I want is to commit a genocide, and you are going to help me do it. Where Sips replies with a not so surprising, yeah, go to hell. Look, I'm a murder hobo. I can admit that. But I am a very picky, choosy kind of murder hobo. Causing a genocide isn't really my style. And I ain't nobody's puppet. I don't expect a simple mortal monkey to understand, but I will try to explain. Slowly. Oh, yeah, this is a great start. Meanwhile, Gothy and Jack travel outside of Alchemist Quarry to gain access to the Four Claimer ruins for their quest to get the big ol' crystal. Walking underground, they sneak past a large room where the city still stores the magically chained up Mother Tarask. We'll deal with that later. I pray we don't deal with it ever. Deeper they explore the ruins, solving puzzles and avoiding conflict, till eventually they reach a strange set of rooms, containing old technology, large glass containers, and a tapestry. One depicting something that seems familiar. Gothy looks and feels something wanting to break through her memories, like trying to recall a dream. Over 3,000 years ago, there used to be two suns in the sky. One named Solus, the other Stella, gold and white. The Four Claimers were a society of technologically advanced elves, augmenting their bodies to become perfect beings. They strived for ultimate efficiency and pushed the boundaries for the benefits of science, no matter the cost. Their curiosity and greed eventually drove them to doing something beyond the natural order. They ripped one of the suns out of the sky itself, Stella, harvesting its energy and pure magic, pulling it apart, and redistributing it. They used it to create the power crystals. Then, they made other technologies with it, such as the Guardian, or the Mech Dragon, as you refer to it. And finally, they created me. Using 50% of the sun's energy, they created what they always strived for. Perfection. The ultimate being. I am an artificially made god. Artificial god? Ah, crap. Am I a warlock, but like a cheap bargain bin warlock? What? Never mind. So wait, where's the whole wanting to cause genocide part again? I'm getting to that. My purpose was to be perfection, the ultimate being. And the Foreclaimers loved to test that. They always pushed boundaries just because they could. So they pushed me. Over and over and over again. Experiment after experiment. Making my life nothing more than a test subject. Just to see how far they could go. How far I could go. Until one day, I had enough. I knew then what my true purpose was. And what was that? To wipe them out. To kill every single last Foreclaimer in this world. You see, Foreclaimers have no empathy. They are born without it. And because of that, they are able to do unspeakable things in the name of their science. I was tired of their science, and I knew I could not allow them to continue. So I waited and planned. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. Gothy's a Foreclaimer and clearly has empathy. Gothica. She's different. She's always been different. Gothica. Hey, Gothy! I think I found something with your name on it. I think. While rummaging around, Jack finds records of individual Foreclaimers and Gothy's case file. Foreclaimers at age 20 go under an augmentation surgery for the power crystal upgrade by putting a big old socket just where the stomach is. This extends their life about 700 years. They no longer have to sleep, eat, or drink. Also, on top of this surgery, they're given an additional feature or augmentation of their choosing, such as cat eyes, toxic blood, claws, etc. Gothy got gills. Yeah. Hasn't come up much. But what the interesting thing on the document is not her upgrades and crazy power crystal stuff, but her defects. As the document mentions her irrational and problematic signs of having empathy. You see, Gothica was there since the beginning. I saw her grow up, visiting me whenever she could. The only person who ever showed me kindness. They thought of her as defective for having empathy. But she was not defective. She was my friend. My only friend who helped me get through it all. Hold on. If Foreclaimers are so ruthless about efficiency and empathy was not efficient, how did Gothy not get kicked out? Or worse? It's because she has rank. Hey, Gothy? Could you come here a second? What do you mean by rank? What I mean is, Gothica Diosol was royalty, and the future ruler of the Foreclaimer Empire. A princess. I'm sorry, what? It reads right here. You're royalty. That's wild! A real Foreclaimer princess the entire time. I mean, who knew? Isn't that crazy? Do you need some time? Gothy looks around the room. It shattered and broken. All that time. All those memories. Lost. In this room. Yeah. I think I do. I knew I needed time. Time to plan on how to take them all out in one single night. I knew it would not be easy. I am a god, but the Four Claimers were spread all throughout the Bellowing Wilds. I had to reach them without being there. Now, I can create matter and destroy it, just like any other god. But I am also a god of souls. I am able to create and control them. And the Four Claimers happen to power their deadliest weapons with souls. I just had to reach them. So I trained, I meditated, and eventually gained the ability to control souls from far distances, all across the Bellowing Wilds. So, one night, I began. I took over the souls of the machines they created for death and destruction, to now slaughter them all. Each temple, each outpost, each Four-Claimer attacked all at once by the very creations they deemed perfect. Now, they were their destruction. But it wasn't, was it? No. When I broke free to the surface in the chaos, I saw it. A portal off in the distance at the capital. I didn't anticipate it. I didn't know they had something like that. So I made my way to try to stop it. To stop them from escaping. I could not let them leave. Not after everything they did. But I was too late. I didn't make it through the portal. I didn't get to finish what I started. Because of that, I was shattered. As a failure. My physical body fell apart without the crystal, without me. For thousands of years, pieces of me were moved, traded, and used for people who desired power. My existence was through shattered moments. I was in a haze, in and out of consciousness, for thousands of years. But do you know how you got in my head? That witch. Back in the sky, Arena and Sneeze travel into the Bellowing Wild, where they land and hunt some creatures for some cash. Eventually, they find a small town where they start their search for Arena's mom. They ask around town, but unfortunately, no luck. So they turn to the information hub of any town, the bar. They walk in asking for leads, but again, nothing. So they are left to their own to rant. You know, Sneeze, I'm great. I'm a delight. And I made that group cool and fashionable, and they just blew it. Those jerks didn't know what they had. Who needs them? I certainly don't. I mean, Gothy with her smelly potions and sips with all that angst. That I won't miss one bit. It's not like we had fun together or anything. Doing quests and punching bad guys and the parties. Yep. Won't miss that. Some friends they were. Leaving me like that. What are these words? I'm pouring my heart out here. I don't have time for words. Another bubble tea, damn it! Back into a quieter setting, night falls over Alchemist Quarry. Gothy and Jack manage to find the final crystal they were looking for. Now with all 4 minus the mech dragon crystal, they can start to place each crystal on top of these large pedestals, one located at each temple that we had already been to, having to backtrack all across the Bellowing Wilds. Look, I don't need you looking at the plot holes, alright? And when all the crystals are placed on these pedestals, they will be able to open up the portal to who knows. Okay, great. Now, let's not waste any time and let's go. Jack, I need to ask you something. I mean, you're the one holding the spear. Go for it. Why are you really doing this? What? I have to admit, the entire time you have been around us, I haven't been 100% sold on the doing this just for knowledge sake. You did stab me, after all, and the way you weren't too concerned about Rascom's safety, you give off bad guy vibes, Jack. How can I trust you won't stab me in the back when all of this is done? If you and I are going to work together on this, you need to look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Alright. No, I'm serious, Jack. I'm going to take off my mask, and you are going to look me in the eye. Are you with me or against me? Oh, do you need... alright. He failed his fortitude save. Then tries again. Alright, let's try this again. Wow, there's really, no skin there, huh? Jack. Okay, yeah, no, I am with you. Good. Now, let's go place that crystal. Right. So can you still smell or focus? From there, they walk out of the temple to finding the large pedestal and placing the crystal onto it. A powerful, blinding yellow light burst out from within the crystal, shooting straight up into the night sky like a beacon, signaling all across the bellowing wilds and beyond. Just to let us know that it started, and that there's no stopping it now. 1 down, 4 to go. This video is sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge is an online design tool that allows you to build a completely custom miniature. And when I say custom, I mean custom. She is beauty. She is grace. She got drunk on her face. We got haircuts, body proportions, armor, clothing, equipment, accessories, and races! Look at all these races! You get to mix and match stuff, along with changing poses and facial expressions. Also, you can design them in color. They print this shit in color, saving you time on painting those tiny hands. I mean, look at these beauties they sent me. We got Gothy, Sips, Arena, this asshole. Am I happy with their product? Yes. Did I take this sponsorship because they sent me this cool custom stuff like this? Absolutely. I think these guys are cool, and that you like them too. So, go check them out. Link in the description.